Hey everyone, Complex back with another video, and today I wanted to chat with you about the Witches Festival that has hit ESO. I love the Witches Festival. I just love festivals in ESO. They're always so much fun. I love that everybody is roaming around and that there are a variety of ways to get some pretty cool rewards. Now, to start the Witches Festival and to be getting all the rewards, you want to navigate to the Crown Store and you want to get the Crow Collar. It is free. You just claim it and then use it, and then you get this mini quest. And once you complete that, you can get the crow collar as a memento, and then when you use it, you get 100% XP buff, and it'll stack with other XP bonuses. So if you have scrolls or anything like that, it'll stack. And they also have the Witch Mother's Brew, where if you use that, you turn into a skeleton of sorts. Don't worry, it's not permanent. Both the buff and the Witch Mother's Brew last for 2 hours. So pretty much if you wanted to grind out XP, now is the time. Even if you don't want to do the other stuff involved, this is a fantastic way to level up a character quickly, especially if you've been doing the daily login rewards and you can take advantage of some of the scrolls that we've been getting and everything like that, and just stacking it. I mean, last night I played for a few hours and I think I went up 2 levels. So Quinn is she's starting a level and looking pretty smexy as her skeleton self. So before we get into what awesome rewards you will be getting for doing this, let's talk about the where and all of that good stuff. So you're going to want to be grinding out anything that is basically a world boss, a boss of some sort, a grindable boss, if you will. So like the final arena boss, dark anchors, geysers, delves, dungeon bosses, public dungeons, quest bosses, trial bosses, world bosses, you name it. If it's a boss, it's going to drop you something, kind of thing. And so with that in mind, I definitely would highly recommend getting a min-map add-on of some kind if you are on PC. It'll just help you navigate dungeons and delves, especially if you're new to that dungeon or delve, a little bit quicker. Then that way you can kind of figure out as you're navigating what is the quickest way to the boss, so you can kill him and get out and go to the next delve, kind of thing. The bosses are on I want to say like a typical recycle time, which I think is 2 to 3 hours. I could be wrong, but I believe I heard somewhere it's like 2 to 3, just like containers. And so if you kill a boss, you want to leave, do a circuit of like a few different delves, public dungeons, or whatever you're doing, and then come back, and they should have been recycled within that time period. So for me, I was able to do like one area, and then I left, did a different area, came back, everybody had recycled, and I was able to just kill them all again. So it would be particularly helpful if you kind of got almost a rotation going for the quickest min-maxing, just so then that way you know where you're going to each boss, and you can just loot them kill them, loot them as quickly as possible, kind of thing. And so for the loot that you are getting, they have 2 things. They have Plunder Skulls and then Dremora Plunder Skulls. Let's go over the Plunder Skulls first. So a Plunder Skull is just, everybody has them. It's a container that has a chance to give you either a Hollowjack motif, either the pages or the book. You can get Dremora and Hollowjack style materials, reagent ingredients, themed recipes, furniture recipes, a rune box containing specialty masks that you can only get this time of year, and also a new memento that is apparently an apple bobbing cauldron memento. There are 7 pieces to that. I haven't gotten any of them, but that is also up for grabs. And then with the Dremora Plunder Skull, that is the Plunder Skull that you get for the first time you do a particular kind of boss a day. So if you're in a delve, the first time you kill a delve boss in the day, you get the Dremora Skull. And the Dremora Plunder Skull has a guaranteed drop of a Dremora motif page. And so depending on where you are, depends on what it drops. The ESO blog post on this event lists exactly what bosses drop what kind of motif page, and I will absolutely link that down below. So if you want to know exactly where to loot what you need, that is the place to go. And then after that, bosses will drop regular Plunder Skulls. So once you do one kind and you go back and or go to a different delve or something like that, you're just going to get a regular Plunder Skull. Keep in mind that you are only getting one Dremora Plunder Skull per day per type of boss. So I believe it's on its own individual timer. I noticed today I did a world boss late last night, and then after 10 a.m. EDT this morning, I tried to do another world boss, and I didn't get the Plunder Skull, the Dremora Plunder Skull rather, and I think that that's because it's on its own personal timer. So if you notice you're not getting it, you might just be too early in the day cycle for it. So just keep that in mind. The other thing you'll be getting from the first big bad boss kill of the day is an event tickets, and I for one am very excited about that. And you get one event ticket per day with this festival, and if you're not certain what I'm talking about, let me give you the 411 on it. So they announced, I believe it was last week, maybe the week before, a new event that they're doing with the Indrik mount that everybody wants to earn. Basically, every event that is coming up between the Witches Festival and I believe the end of the year / beginning of 2019, you'll be able to earn event tickets. And they, in that announcement article, listed out what you need to do to get what tickets, and they explained it all. So I will link that down below so that way you can kind of read through it. But to give a quick sum up, each event that's happening, there's like the Witches Festival, there's going to be a Clockwork City one. I believe that there is going to be the end of the year / start of the year festival, and then there's one other that is escaping me off the top of my head. And when you do those, depending on what event it is and what you have to do, you get a certain number of tickets. And during each event, there'll be an impresario specialty vendor, and you can trade 10 tickets in for a feather, and you need 4 feathers to be able to summon your Indrik mount. So for example, the Witches Festival only gives one event ticket per day, provided you do a boss every day. You should end up with 14 tickets, which means that you should be able to get the first feather by the end of the event and have 4 tickets towards your next feather. One thing to keep in mind is that these event tickets are account-wide and not character-wide. So like for this festival, you can only get one event ticket per day, no matter how many different characters you try it on. Just to bear in mind, so that way you're not needlessly grinding out and hoping to get more event tickets, if you will. But that pretty much sums up everything I wanted to chat with you guys about today for the Witches Festival. How are you enjoying it so far if you're participating, or if you haven't started participating yet, are you hopping in tonight? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts if you're having fun. I, for one, am enjoying running around like a crazy skeleton. It's fun. It's something just to entertain me. And I also am enjoying like grinding out the delves and stuff like that. I love how much fuller the delves and public dungeons are right now because everybody's grinding. So it makes this a very unique and fun experience. But guys, thank you so much for chilling with me. As always, I have had an absolute blast getting to hang out with you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!